Hello there, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Probably wondering why we're wearing suits and I look like I have a third eye. It's, well, generally because, first off, we're starting a new season of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and we're going to be doing a console porno after. But, you know, our co-host here is SuperDan88 here.
I'm just going to give you the evil stare. Oh, that way. That way.
Here, and... But, alright, today's topic is going to be quite easy. You know, it's going to be about 10 minutes long. It's going to be a short little scenario, and we're trying to experiment with this. Sadly, you know, we were trying this last second, so Sean could not make with us yet again. But don't worry, next time he is going to be on the show with a big announcement, so that way we can, you know, do the jig on camera. You know, just jig.
I'm just
jig.
jig on camera anyway.
Yeah, we just
do a cool guy walk.
Yeah, we just jig.
Yeah.
This is the funny thing, folks.
Oh, the things you can do with this is just.
You can do a double session of porno. No, but all right.
But we have that wall kind of stopping us.
Yeah, plus our walls are kind of weird. Mine is white and yours is kind of blue. I could do some interesting green screen with you, though. I mean, what? All right. So today's topic on track. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about new-gen shops selling old-school games at, you know, pawn shop prices or collector's prices. Now, you know, obviously, some people are probably tired of the whole entire we're catering to the collector side of the scenario, but, you know, that's really where retro stands now at this point, is more of a collector's perspective than anything else. Don't you agree?
We should make a game show called Beat the Collectors, where we try to get games for cheaper than the collectors do, or for the cheaper than what they charge. That would be a good game show.
Well, I mean, you already look like William Shatner. We might as well just do some price line here. Well,
Little bitch.
But
Bitch.
all right. So, long story short, first part of the topic tonight, we're going to be talking about, you know, games you get secondhand. We're talking about games like, you know, you get at a Goodwill shop. Now, I did not get these at a Goodwill shop, so, you know, these I have in my hand here are relevant. But today we are going to be talking about, like, Sega Genesis games, Nintendo games, and whatnot, or Mega Drive games, or Famicom games, depending what part of the ocean you are from. Because we're all a bunch of fishes, I suppose. But, alright.
What part of the ocean you're from?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
What part of the world? Hopefully not from the Gulf, you know.
The Gulf of
touchy subject.
pre-Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah. Sorry.
But
whoops.
Alright, so what kind of games you typically think you see at a pawn shop? Like, do you see, like, in our flea markets, this will count as both. Like, do you see, like, common games like Super Mario Brothers and, you know, Sonic, like, and whatnot? Do you typically see that at a shop, or do you see, like, really decent gem games but you already have a copy of, so you kind of hold off on? Like, what do you commonly see?
Yeah, no, with me it's a mixture. It can be either of them, and most times it is just the common stuff. It's the Sonics and the Marios and anything else that you can find under the sun. And but every now and again you'll find something that you don't have, or something that's just that little bit, like, not rare but sought after. It's like, I think one time I found a cartridge copy of, what was it? It was Super Mario Kart, and that was quite cheap because they didn't know what it was. And it's just especially flea markets. I don't really go to pawn shops here, so I don't really, unless you can't cash converters. But stuff in cash converters is cheap anyway. But no editing. Normally it's just the common stuff, really, and you have to, like, kind of pace yourself, because as much as I don't like having duplicates, I'm starting to realize now, since I'm slowly getting my little brother into retro collecting and buying stuff, that I kind of need duplicates to trade with him, because I don't want to get rid of all my main stuff. So back in the past, if I see duplicates of games, I wouldn't touch them, but now I have to kind of sort of think, he might want that, so well, yeah. What about you?
Well, commonly when I go into, like, a, let's say, those chain thrift stores, because around here we do not really have any thrift stores that are really worth mentioning at all. Like, the only thing you'll really find in my thrift store is like grandma panties. I'm being dead serious, grandma panties. And I'm not really a retro collector of that kind of criteria, because I can't like wear a pair of grandma panties over my head and be like, "Hey, you guys doing?" And just be.
I don't think you're supposed to wear them over your head.
Something over my head at least. But a hats. Something of that nature. But other than that, every once in a while I'll go down to like 45 minutes drive. I go down to a place named Savers, and now they're just carrying like a lot of PlayStation 1 games. So I'm going in there, and they had like games like Metal Gear Solid, which I showed it in a previous video, that there's $3 a piece. I mean, it's really nice to see these type of games. I mean, they were kind of common then and now, but it's really nice to see the fact that most of these stores like that don't know what the hell it is. But you have like stores like like GameStop, for example. I'm gonna bring them into this because they're I kind of consider them more of a pawn shop than anything else of like new gen games. Because they're kind of like, it's kind of like a weird spectrum. You'll see that they'll sell Game Boy Advance games because they're out of style, out of date kind of thing. They'll sell them for like really freaking cheap. However, you'll see like a couple games that on eBay go for like $34. Like a GameCube game, for example, Twilight Princess, that goes for $34 still in the store.
Goes for more over here.
Yeah, it's like it goes for like so much freaking money. It's just undaunting. So I look at this and it's just like, holy just crazy. And you just look at this, you look at these stores that are like third party, about charity things. They don't even know what half these games are, so they sell them for like $5, $2. Then you look at stores like who are in the gen, who are technically in the know, and they sell these games at upbeat prices like they do on eBay. It makes you wonder that if some of these companies like Nintendo or whatnot are just doing this or something, it's just like, holy crap, $34 to sort of like push their virtual console, or people use the phrase bootleg their games on the computer. I mean, unless the game's like mega rare, but that's a entirely different subject.
Yeah, no. It depends, because somebody who's just getting into the whole collecting or going back to their childhood and trying to play the games that they remember playing with their friends, blah blah blah, that they never had themselves. When they start expanding from that point, some people are fine with watching YouTube videos of games, but other people would prefer not to watch like videos of games. They want to try them first, and like the only real way to try them without buying them properly is emulation, unfortunately. And emulation's enough for some people. I honestly don't mind that people do emulate, because it means that there's more versions of the game on the market that they will not have to buy and they will not own, which will mean one less game out of the market. So as much as people bitch about emulation, it's pretty much keeping your prices down, because if nobody emulated and everybody bought what they played, you could guarantee the prices for everything would be a lot higher than it was, because there'd be a lot less games available on the market, because there'll be more people collecting. But thankfully for now, there's a lot of people that just do emulation, and I'm fine with that. I am honestly fine with that. They can let them do it. It's their choice. I'm happy with buying my games. Let them pirate them. It means there's more games on the market for us that buy them. Just fine with that.
That is correct, because I am happy for the fact that I can take Legend of Zelda Link's Adventure on the go for under $5. Because of the fact that most collectors don't go after these games as much. It just, nowadays kids just download them and don't even care. Like, even most of the new gen games, they'll just buy them, just download them off the internet, torrent them, and that's like one of the most popular outlets on the market today for computers is torrenting and viral sharing, either being through audio and digital distribution. I mean, that's a really popular thing. A lot of people have really transitioned into that. That's why I can understand to a point. I mean, I dislike it that you just, if you have the money to get these games, and people just decide to be cheapskates about it, and just go, well, I'm just gonna download it. I mean, if it's like $5 game and they're like, I want to pay $5 for that, it's like, it's just like, are you kidding me, man? That's like a $500 game.
A lot of these people who are emulating, don't own the systems, and some of these systems are starting to get quite expensive to replace now as well. So not only is it just buying the $5 game, it's probably buying the $35, $40 console to go with it, and then that's asking for what now is, like in this day and age, is a considerable input for something that's so old. Some people don't value it. It's like, whenever I talk to people on the outside of any form of gaming community about games, and I say, I'll show them like an older game, and they'll go, "Ooh, that looks so old." It's like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, is that a slur? Are you being nasty towards the game? It's still a game. It's still got gameplay. It's still very much playable. What's your problem? Is it because it's old, because it's not new? As far as I was concerned, you don't like new games either, so what is your problem with it? What is the stigma with old games? Old movies, people revere old movies. Nobody reveres, well, apart from us, like most people revere older movies. Virtually nobody revere, like in the main whole, like, the whole world, and the whole gaming area, scene, whatever, do not revere old games. For some reason, old games are seen as bad. It's like, it's the same, it's almost as if, you know, when you get CDs, tapes, records, blah blah blah, as you go back, it's people appreciating formats. It's almost as if gaming's taking on that sort of appreciation and formats. It's like NES and all that's coming back, just like vinyl came back. I don't think cassettes will ever come back like the PS back. But it's that kind of thing. It's almost as if games are judged not on their content, they're judged on the format that they're on. And whereas movies, people like you still get some people buy VHS, people buy DVD, buy Blu-ray, but it's still the same movie. But does it make a difference? Do you know what I mean? Does it make any sense at all?
Yeah, it does. Again though, it's just some points I'm kind of some people call themselves collectors. I mean, sometimes yeah, if you really want to get a game, it's overpriced. Like say for instance, Castlevania Symphony of the Night's like $20 to $50, depending what version you wanted to get of it.
The cheapest version is the greatest hits version as well.
Yeah, $20 I believe it is. But I mean, I already have that version, so I'm all set. I'm happy like pigs and shit about it. But
I'm actually having the emulated version on the PSP Castlevania collection. I'm perfectly fine just having it like that.
yeah, I got it on mine as well.
Because I can take it on the go there. Because the good thing about Symphony of the Night in particular is since it's like a Metroidvania, like the first Metroidvania, Castlevania, it's good just to pick up and play on the go.
Yeah, I like the Rondo of Blood as well because it had that fully integrated save feature to it, and that one was like fantastic. It was I like both of the ports they put in there. It was like they're really well like emulated into the game. It was really no lag time, so
yeah,
it was good. But you know, folks, this is gonna be end of part 1 for this video cast. You're probably thinking part 1, and you're probably thinking, God, why part 1? We wanted more. We wanted Danny to get naked and take off his coat. But, you know, if both of us Dannys took off our coats like that, so we're going to have to do the full Monty. And you know what? We'll have to save that for part 3 when we're really hot, because these coats are
They really are.
Hey, she's kicking in.
Sorry.
I'm like I'm turning aroused by this. But no. But all right, guys. Part 2, we will be having Viper29 in that aspect. Because we're going to be doing that big announcement as well as, you know, various other things as well. We're going to ask his opinions about these topics as well. So stay tuned for part 2 coming out on episode 9 of Retro for the Cocker Spaniel.